What's up, people? It's your boy Urban. You know what the deal is. I want to share something with a lot of y'all. A lot of people saying that, we should give DeRozan a max contract. I beg to differ. I mean, hey, we all have opinions. We just fans looking in. But me personally, I'm looking at it from a more detailed perspective. And what I mean by that, the Lakers were dead last in interior defense. Don't get me wrong, Roy Hibbert, nice guy. But at the same time, he was not good on transitional defense nor offense. When the Lakers ran up-tempo, he was always straggling in the back. Now, a lot of pride to do with Kobe, but, I'm not going to sit there and, base everything off of Kobe. Kobe is no longer here. Me personally, I think that we should go after Whiteside. Why I say we should go after Whiteside? Because, number one, you don't find too many players like him in the league that get triple doubles off of rebounds, blocks, and scoring. Number one, blocks and rebounds. You don't find too many guys like him in the league like that. Number two, keep in mind, the dude was only playing 29 minutes a game. And most of the time coming off the bench. When he went down in the playoff, Miami whole scheme fell apart. Their whole scheme fell apart. Because Whiteside means so much to that team. At the point where they had Justin Winslow at center, and that center for Toronto, the African dude, can't remember his name, demolished them. Straight up demolished him. A lot of people say, well, we're going to the small ball, it's a guard league, blah, blah, blah. Okay, me personally, I don't think so. Why? Because Golden State is the only team that won a championship playing small ball. And that was last year. And right now they're on the brink of might almost probably wind up losing to OKC. And OKC is sticking to their same format. They're not really going small ball. They actually are using their bigs, Adams, Cantier, and Ibaka. They're killing them on the boards. They had freaking against Golden State. They was killing them, man. They had freaking I think what 7 blocks. How many blocks was it? Like 7 blocks? I think they had like 7 blocks. No, they had 8 blocks against Golden State, 1 block. And they out-rebound them 52-38. And this is what I always say to everybody. Back in the day, we always say, live by the jumper, die by the jumper. Golden State, they all they want to do is shoot threes. You rarely suddenly see them come in the middle trying to lay it up. They always want to, bang the three. You know what I mean? They don't try to go to the free throw line and stuff like that, bang bodies underneath the rim and stuff like that in order to get an opportunity to go to the free throw line and help, get it, help get it to actually get within the, opportunity to get within the points. If a team beat them by 20 points, you want to try to chip into it. But if you're only shooting threes and you're off, you like I said, you live and die by it. You know what I mean? And I tell people all over again, you know what I mean? Everybody say, well, it's a small ball league. I say, like I said, I don't think so because, Golden State is the only team that actually won. Me personally, going back to what I said about Hassan Whiteside, and I just want to read some stats off of him, off of him. And I'll put in the description where I got my stats from so you can look it up yourself as well. Keep in mind, the dude's 26 years old. He's 7 feet, 265. He can get up and down the court. He only played 29 minutes. 29 minutes. So you keep that in mind. You know what I mean? His sophomore year, which is just this year right here, his defensive rating is at 93%, where Alonzo Mourning was at 92.6. All right. Now, his block, you already know he led the league in blocks at 3.7 blocks per game. His field goal percentage at 60%. That put him at number 3. His offensive rating is 116.7. That put him at 16%. Put him at rank 16. His defensive rating is 95.5. Like I said, 95.5. His defensive rating is he ranked at number 1. Ranked number 1 is defensive rating. My bad. When I'm looking at the other one where it said his defensive rate was 93.6, that was on the stat before they played the last 15 games, because they had 15 more games to go when he was ranked at 93.6. But he ended the season at 94.5. So he actually did almost 2% more than Alonzo did his sophomore year. Also on top of that, his defensive win share is at 5.3, what gives him at rank number 5. So what I'm saying to you at the end of the day is this. The dude was ranked number 1 in defense. Number one, you do not overlook somebody like that to sign somebody like DeRozan to a max contract. You go after Whiteside, give him the max contract. Why? Because number one, Miami does not have the money to sign him. The only way Miami is going to sign him is number one, if they got first of all, they already said they want Udonis Haslem back. They already said they want him back. Lou Dane is a free agent. Wade is a free agent. There's no guarantee Lou Dane might come back because they got Winslow and all them. They definitely going to sign Wade. Now, my thing about Wade is Wade going to take another pay cut in order for him to sign the Whiteside? You know what I mean? That's what I'm wondering. Is he going to take a pay cut? Because remember, he already took a whole bunch of them when they brought LeBron in over there. And a lot of people say, well, it don't really matter. He should just take whatever because number one, he's hurt, this and that. Yeah, but the guy, if it weren't for Dwayne Wade, Miami wouldn't have no championships right now. So you gotta, reward him just like the Lakers rewarded Kobe. You can't just because we gotta look forward. You just disrespect him and don't pay him at all, or just give him a smaller contract. Nah, Dwayne Wade might just take a pay cut, because it's an opportunity for him to win a championship. Or if Chris Bosh doesn't get healthy, right, and he can't play, then they can utilize the money from Chris Bosh because he got a guaranteed contract. If Chris Bosh can't play, I don't know how his contract set up. I know it's guaranteed, and there's no trade clause in his. But at the end of the day, if Chris Bosh can't come back and play and they wind up getting that money back or whatever, I don't know. I guess they're gonna have to reconstruct Chris Bosh contract or Dragic contract. They got to do something in order to re-sign Whiteside. You know what I mean? Because like I said, if Wade decide I want my 25 or 30, I doubt if he get 30 million a year. But if he's I want 20 mil, I mean, what are Miami going to do? Are they going to give him 20 mil, or are they going to tell Dwayne Wade, well, we decide we're gonna go Whiteside and let you walk? I don't know. You know what I mean? Because like I said, there's no guarantee Chris Bosh might come back. Also on top of that, keep this in mind. Whiteside was like the number 5th option. You had Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh when he was healthy. Then you had Dragic. Then you had Lou Dane. And now you picked up Joe Johnson. So Whiteside was like the 5th or 6th option. Most of his points came off of putbacks. And like I said, he had games where he had 11 to 12 blocks. You don't walk away from somebody like that and say, well, I'm not going to sign him. Then people say, well, what about Joakim Noah? Okay, well, Joakim Noah is a defensive. He's an anchor. He played defense. Without Joakim Noah, you see what happened to Chicago. But here's the problem. Joakim Noah stayed injured. He's getting old. I think he's what, 30, 32, might be 30. Whiteside is 26 years old. You know what I mean? Why not go after Whiteside and then go after Joakim Noah? Joakim Noah or the guy from Golden State, Ephesus, whatever his name is. They should be like your other options just in case Whiteside does not come. But Whiteside should be the main priority. I know a lot of people say, well, what about KD? Let me share something with you. If KD beats if Oklahoma City beats Golden State, I can see KD signing one more year, just for one more year, just to see what Westbrook want to do. Especially if they win a championship this year, I don't see him leaving. I mean, I hate to say it, but I don't really see him leaving. You know what I mean? And my thing, I'm gonna go back to the small ball thing. And like I said, a lot of young guys say, the league is more, favored to the guards. I beg to differ. If you look at Miami, when Whiteside went down, like I said before, the whole scenario just fell apart. They put Justin Winslow in the middle. Toronto took full advantage of it. They had African dude demolish him. You know what I mean? They blew him out. You know what I mean? Because they would try to go small ball. That's bad coaching on Eric Pastrosa fault. He should have basically, put Stoudemire back in, but instead he wanted to go small ball and they beat him. Then you look at Golden State. Oklahoma stick to their guns. They kept Adams and Cantor in their rotation. They didn't hardly bench him like what Golden State do with Bogut. Instead, they ran with him. So what happened? Adams, Ibaka, and Cantor, they were coming out on the perimeter, chasing them boys off the perimeters from hitting them threes. They were closing down the middle, keeping them from going in the middle. The one thing I like about KD, at 6'10", he didn't settle for jump shots. Instead, he was going to the basket, attacking the basket, and getting fouled. That's the main reason why Golden State had no answer for them boys. Because if you look at Oklahoma City front three, you know what I mean, with Ibaka, KD, and Adams. All of them are over 6'10". That's like the Lakers back in the days with Kobe, Lamar Odoms, Paul Gasol, Andrew Bynum. Well, not Kobe, I'm sorry. Lamar Odoms, Bynum, and Paul Gasol. All of them was over 6'10". So you put all those guys up there with them long wings and them long arms and constantly put on hands in Golden State face, you're going to kill them. And like I said, they destroyed them on the boards. They didn't change their tempo. You know what I mean? They got ran, but the thing is, Adams can run with them. Adams and Canty and Ibaka can run with them. Plus, on top of that, Ibaka can shoot. So my thing at the end of the day, I don't think the big man game is gone. It's just that a lot of teams are trying to replicate Golden State. And when they do that, they try to run with Golden State. That's when Golden State is at their best because teams run with them instead of like making Golden State play their type of tempo, and it kills them. But I'm getting off topic. But like I said, the Lakers should go at the Whiteside. He should be their main priority. He should be a max contract player because he did bring defense. The Lakers did not have no defense. We were ranked dead last in defense. We do not need to mark DeRozan. If that's the case, we can just sign JC. And like I said, that's another topic for another story, which I'm going to bring out also. The reason why I think that they should go ahead and pay JC. At the end of the day, he's going to be less money for than what DeRozan is valued at. And also, like I said, DeRozan, I mean, I don't want to get into that one, but like I said, Whiteside should be the main priority. He's a max contract player. No, I don't care what nobody say. He's a max contract player. He deserved that money. The guy's only playing 29 minutes, and he's coming off the bench 90% of the time because Stoudemire was starting. You know, at the end of the day, he was doing his thing. You know what I mean? And like I said, when he went down, it was a prime example of the reason why how value he is to that team, and that's why Pat Riley is trying to make him the main focus. You know, you don't hear him about Wade. He's talking about him. So I don't know. Pat Riley might make some moves. He might not resign Wade. I don't know. Or Wade might take less money. I don't know. But I'm hoping that, you know, that we can persuade him to come here in LA because we really can use him, man. I mean, seriously. You know, I will go after him. And like I said, if we wind up getting Brandon Ingram, if we wind up getting Brandon Ingram at at number 2, you know, if Philly decided to go ahead and get Ben Simmons, whatever one works, it doesn't matter to me. I'm a Ben Simmons fan, but I'll take Ingram as well. If we get Ingram, you know what I mean, then think about that's more floor spacing, more open up the floor. Whiteside can really get low, you know, get busy down low. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it benefit our team. We need a center. You know what I mean? We don't have to go after DeRozan. Now, if DeRozan come for like $16 million, that's cool. But I don't think we should pay him $25, $30 million. And what people fail to realize is this. Okay, we pay this dude $25, $30 million, right? Okay, so just say we pay him and we also do get another star. So that's about almost $50 million right there tied up in those two players, right? Depending on what the CBA does years from now, we might not have enough money to re-sign Russell, Randall. If we keep well, right, I don't know about JC's situation because he basically gonna be on the contract this year if they, you know, decide to keep him or whatever they plan on doing. But Russell and Randall, we might not have enough money to re-sign these two. Plus, on top of that, putting role players around them. So I don't know how it might, you know, break out, you know, depending on what Russell and Randall do within the next 2 years. Especially, you know, if they actually have real good, solid games, and these guys are actually for $20 million. So you got 4 guys making over 80-something million a year, almost 90 million a year over 4 guys. So our bench gonna be kind of like rugged. People gonna have to take, you know, minimum pay in order just to sit on the bench for the Lakers. And I don't see too many players doing that unless we got a real, you know, a good team where we know we have a championship squad. Like I said, at the end of the day, I'd rather just go ahead and sign Whiteside, be done with it. That's $25 million or $20 million, whatever, you know, they decide to make an agreement on. I would not sign DeRozan. And like I said, I'll have a video on that later on. But I will go at the Whiteside. Like I said, we need interior defense. He should be our main priority. With that being said, peace, love, guys. I'm gonna have my Twitter account up eventually, so that way I can follow. Y'all can follow me on Twitter, and I can follow you as well. You know, for all my Laker heads. Also check out my man Mike on Laker Talk. I have his I have his information in my subscription, and my man Eddie Starr as well. Check out him as well. They my 2 brothers, you know what I mean? They've been putting it out, you know, putting the information out for a while. A lot of guys been finding them. I have much love for these 2 brothers, you know, and I like to get together one day and do a podcast with these 2. So on that being said, you know, let's do this year, baby. You know what I mean? I hope the Lakers front office do the right thing. You know what I mean? Whatever they decide to do, I'm with them, you know, because I'm a Laker fan. Through thick or thin, you know, I get frustrated like everybody else. But on that note, y'all have a blessed day. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment. Let's get it going.